It's a lovely day outside and I'd like to film outside, so I hope everything looks okay. I played a game. I went to my Instagram, which I don't really use, so I wouldn't recommend following me there, and I created, well, it was supposed to be a Would You Rather, which is something that I've done in the past, but not for like, oh, that was my cat, not for like a year and a half or something. It's been a long time. So I was gonna do a Would You Rather, but then we actually accidentally, well, I accidentally turned it into a choose your own adventure. So I went to my Instagram stories, created a series of prompts, which you got to choose, and now we're gonna see what the majority rule is and see what adventure we chose. You'll pick up on it as we go if the vision isn't clear yet. First question was long books or short books. 64%, oh, I should let you know how many people participated. Oh, golly gee. We had over 4,000 participants? Dude, that's bonkers. I really thought that this was gonna be a small selection of, hey, well, thanks for playing the game. All right, so over 4,000 people played this game. So first question was short books or long books or short books, and of course, long books won. I knew it would. Here's the thing though, I like short books. I know that sounds impossible for someone who primarily reads fantasy with a couple of other genres sprinkled in here and there, especially lately. I've been on such a fantasy kick with some sci-fi sprinkled in mostly, and a couple of non-fictions, but for the most part, I'm a fantasy girly. And I read a lot of authors like Sanderson, Abercrombie, Scott Lynch, who are not short of words. But I don't know, there's just something really magical about a perfectly constructed, incredibly satisfying story that fits in 300 to 400 pages. I don't know what about it. It's like its own level of satisfying. Ah, it's so, I'm currently rereading Annihilation as I record this. It's a sci-fi, it's not fantasy, but it might be the perfect book. You don't understand. You don't understand my love for this book. Anyway, so long books won. So we're going on a long adventure. Next prompt was pick your gift and pick your object. And Instagram wouldn't let me put two options in one short, what? Story? What? Story. Are they called stories? Yeah. So I had to do this prompt first. So first we're picking our gift, and elemental magic was the winner. Good. Thank you. That was what I voted for as well. Future sight honestly sounds more scary than magical. I don't think I wanna, I mean, I feel like most of the stories I read, people who can see into the future, maybe it's just because I just rewatched Encanto. And I'm just saying, if you have future sight, if you can see a vision into the future, it's usually fractured. It's oftentimes not a good depiction of what's actually going to happen, and it sometimes causes more problems than help. And also, I don't really want a prophecy about, like, what if I get a future sight into, like, when my husband's gonna die? That's a bummer. I don't really want that. Anyway, elemental magic, way cooler. Always the right choice. Elemental magic is my favorite kind of magic. Now we're gonna pick our object. I'm not gonna lie, a little disappointed in y'all. I mean, I voted for a wizard staff too, but I thought more people would choose TARDIS. Who hasn't spent hours of their time imagining how awesome it would be if you got to be one of the Doctor's companions? Who hasn't done that? I know I have. A lot. The idea of being able to show up at any point in time in history and just explore, and if it's my TARDIS and not the Doctor's TARDIS, then probably chaos won't follow me. And I could just go explore, and without, like, you know, someone trying to kill me or destroy the earth or, you know, cause chaos in some way, shape, or form. I might be able to just be a bystander. I did still choose a wizard staff because like, how cool would it be to have a wizard staff, right? Just wave it around and just do magic that's probably outside of my control and starts fires or something. That'd be pretty cool. All right, so we have a wizard staff. Pick your world, Lord of the Rings or Frankenstein. I knew that Lord of the Rings would win no matter what I pitted it up against. So my goal was to find something that was sort of the antithesis of Lord of the Rings. Granted, Frankenstein isn't really a different world from ours, but I thought more people might want to be a mad scientist, you know, try to mess with life, try to control reality in their own way. I thought more people would be inclined towards evil, but I understand. Who doesn't want a second breakfast? That's my vote too. All right, now we need to know what role we're gonna play in our world. And this choice I'm happy with. Who doesn't want to be a passive wizard? I mean, if I'm going to enter the Shire, the Lord of the Rings, obviously I want the magical ability, but I want to not have to participate in the plot. I just want to be a background character that maybe shows up when it's time for second breakfast and then goes and takes a nap, goes on a long walk, hangs out with friends if we're having a birthday party. I don't want to go find a volcano, you know what I mean? We have quite a few heroic people though. Let me see how many people made that vote. 1,200 people made the vote to be an active hero. What are y'all doing? Why would you want that? What? You're gonna get hurt. You might die. Your friends absolutely will. But 2,500 people chose to be a passive wizard, and you are my people. Choosing a companion next, I chose some more tactical companion options like a hawk or a ghost, someone that can go out and spy or deliver a message or whatever, more of like the logical choice. And then we have a dragon or a wolf, something that's more about might. And I see we have a bunch of meatheads. It was me too. I chose the dragon. But obviously the tactical choice is the one that's gonna, I mean, I don't know, you can ride a dragon. And you could ride a wolf. And both of those options can rip your enemy's arms off. What's an eagle gonna do? Stab him in the eyes? Yeah, that'd be pretty good too. Okay, so both are a good choice. And I'm happy with the choices that we've collectively made here because I would want the might companion as well. Okay, now for the jobs. I have an inventor, own a small shop, something that is a respectable career, and then we have like an assassin or a con artist, a murder hobo. I'm not gonna lie, I thought more murder hobos followed me than this. I'm not sure what I did to attract a respectable audience or what I can do to attract more murder hobos, but I am disappointed in the results of this. I'm disappointed in the results, and I'm disappointed in how greatly murder hobos lost. Like, I'm not trying to assassinate people, although I do have a dragon, so I could. All right, let's read our story. We are going on a long journey. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with the selections that we've collectively chosen for the most part, so I'm okay with being here for a long time, especially because we're gonna be in the Shire. So we're gonna go on a long journey with elemental magic, and we're bringing a wizard staff. We have elemental magic that is brought forth through a wizard staff. Ah, I'm living my dreams. It's going to be in the Shire, or Middle Earth, largely. I just always picture the Shire when I think of world hopping to Middle Earth. But Middle Earth, somewhere in Middle Earth, will be great. The role we will play in the world is the passive wizard. You don't know how happy I am about that. We will have a companion, either dragon or wolf. You can choose what you like. I'll be picking the dragon, obviously. And our day job will unfortunately be a shop owner, an inventor. Maybe we'll invent new gadgets and then sell them in a booth right outside of the Shire as travelers come in and out. They can peruse my wares. Maybe I'll invent ways for us to be able to have civilizations around the earth, because I'm an elemental magic user. I'm an elemental wizard with an awesome wizarding staff. So I feel like my inventions should be something that allows us to build like in the air around nature, to let nature thrive in the earth and we thrive alongside of it. That might could be cool. Okay, you know what? I'm on board with this now. It may not be my first choice, but I'm pretty happy with this actually. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed playing along, whether it be in my Instagram stories or here in the video. I think these kinds of things are super fun. I love like a choose your own adventure, would you rather, imagining if you were in a book, if I got sucked into a book against my will or found a doorway and hopped through. We created a pretty great story. I'm very happy. I'm happy with what we've done here today. Ooh, okay. If you could change one of the prompts for your personal story, you have to keep the collective for the most part, but there is one prompt that you yourself can change. Which one do you change and why? That's what I'd like to hear. I'm gonna be a murder hobo. I've got a dragon. It wouldn't be hard. Anyway, I hope you had fun. Feel free to chat with me more in the comments. I'll see you again soon. Bye.